Hi, I'm Blair, and I'll go over dynamic systems theory in a little bit more detail than the book did. I know it covered it a bit in chapter 4, page 87, but I just wanted to go over a few things that it didn't really touch upon. But first, let's just go over dynamic systems theories in general. Basically, it's a theory of motor development that is very useful for us as coaches and understanding how movement and development change. It states that movement behavior results from complex interactions between many different subsystems in the body, the task at hand, and the environment the athlete is placed in. The book did go over learner, task, and environment. It also went over the constraints in the three different types. But here's a few things that the book didn't cover. First is interpersonal coordination, which is the importance of synchronization and timing between players. This is your team chemistry, which is built through practice, through bonding experiences, through team meals. All those small little things help build that synchronization and timing between players. Just knowing them better um, really changes the dynamic of a team. Another factor that plays into dynamic system theory, dynamic systems theory is emergent behavior, which is usually formed naturally through interactions between the players in the situation that they're in. Now, this could be anything from, for an example, for a basketball coach, this could be doing the con drill, which you dribble through left and right, but then let's make you dribble two balls instead of just one. Make you cross each time you go through a cone. All right, now let's add a defender to that and how you handle that. One of the examples I found was Stephen Curry and how he practices shooting. If you look closely, you can see that his form, his upper body form, his arms, his placement of his feet are all exactly the same every time he shoots. The only thing that changes is the location of the shot, the dribble pattern that he does before the shot, if he leans into the shot, if he fades away from the shot, or even if he sidesteps and shoots. That's basically a great example of emergent behavior. It's just setting good habits through changing the different dynamics, but keeping the fundamentals exactly the same. One of the big things about DST is nonlinearity, which creates small changes in one aspect that can lead to significant outcomes. Great example of this is, let's say you're having trouble uh balancing when you shoot. So a lot of times when you shoot, if you don't have good balance, you'll lean to the left or the right. So a fun drill we do is we do one-legged close shots with one leg, and then we'll switch the other leg, and then from there we'll let them use both legs after about 5 shots on each leg. Make sure they have their balance. Um, Another thing is just honestly, as coaches, we like to intense and create an intense situation. So we'll give you a limited time to complete a task, and we'll keep shrinking that time and shrinking that time and shrinking that time until it's almost impossible to complete the task within the time restraint that we give you. Now comes one of the main parts, and I think very important part of DST, which is the attractors. And the attractors are perform behaviors that teams and players tend to fall into, usually positive and preferred behaviors. This could be anything from good passes to smart shot selection to a good, consistent shooting form. Most of the time, attractors are what coaches are looking for during tryouts, or if there's a competition at a spot, they look to see who tends to listen and follow through and executes the instructions or the task that's given to them for the first time and continue to succeed as the instructions and tasks increase in difficulty throughout a practice or a drill. When it comes to coaching, most success relies on coordinated actions of a team. That's why I wanted to cover DST, because I really think this is at the core of everything that we do. It is, no matter the sport, you are constantly trying to create the best situation and the best possible outcome for a team. And this is all through coordinated actions that the team do. DST emphasizes the importance on the synchronization and timing between players. Uh, this could be anything between running an offensive or defensive scheme successfully, getting a great double play in softball, or even a Hail Mary touchdown throw in football. All these actions are highly coordinated and require a lot of decision-making skills. So to summarize, Dynamic Systems Series provides a comprehensive understanding of the complex and adaptive natures of sport by considering the constraints, the self-organization, and the emergent behaviors, and many more. Coaches and players can enhance their performance in training by studying the emergent behaviors, the interplay, and how players develop. And hopefully, by learning DST and more advanced DST, that they can optimize both their practice strategy and training strategy.